Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Summit 8 qualifiers, taking a look at our second series of the day. It's game number 1 of Vega facing off against Virtus.pro. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Aosin. Steven, how you doing, my man? We got a different one today.
I actually didn't know what we were casting, and I mean, I see VP, I get hyped. I'm extremely excited to watch VP play. I'm not gonna be biased or anything, but my heart is biased.
I guess that you've had a fair amount of experience hanging out with these guys in the past when you were the Summit admin as well. Should mention real quickly that Ogre taken first by Vega, but they leave the Beastmaster in the pool. Very interesting draft so far.
Yeah, this is they probably have something in mind right now. Ogre seems to be getting quite a lot of play right now. He's 5 seconds. Actually, you know what I think it is? A lot of people have been feeling like Tiny has been strong.
Right.
And I think this is the pairing that they usually go for. They give the Bloodlust to the Tiny so he just snowballs out of control.
Interesting. I mean, it's a ton of damage, and we've seen how good, even in that last series, Tiny can be if given a little bit of free farm. Maybe the supports run around, stack up Ancients a little bit for him. Could be terrifying. Virtus.pro, I mean, can they take the Tiny away if they think that that's a problem? Or, I mean, I guess that they don't even have to go for the Tiny if they don't want to.
Virtus.pro.
Oh, okay, there you go. That answers your question.
Yep.
Yeah, I was basically gonna say, like, I'm not too sure, simply because this is still very new to me. I've only seen it maybe like once, but I can definitely see the synergy there. So I guess they value that enough to take it away immediately. Especially, I think the bigger reason is because they first picked the Ogre.
Right.
So at that point, you're just like, okay, well, let's not let it happen.
Just in case. Just in case. But Vega, they're gonna go back for a Tidehunter now. So kind of interesting draft at the very outset here. There's a Shadow Demon. You can create Shadow Demon illusions. I think that works if he has a stick in his hand, that it creates those type of illusions. I'm not sure. I don't know the interaction there. But regardless, it could be quite strong. You are a huge fanboy of Tidehunter right now, though.
I mean, I'm not a huge fanboy of Tidehunter. I just think it's kind of funny to see how ridiculously tanky he gets if he gets the level 20 and there's not enough burst on the other side.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's hard to take him down. Granted, with the Tiny already there, they have a lot of magical bursts that could cause some issues for the good old Tidehunter. I don't know. Is there anything else? I'm assuming that this is going to be a solo Shadow Demon, so probably not going to see a Disruptor or anything like that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if the thing is, if you have a Shadow Demon, I think with a little more damage, you definitely can burst down a Tidehunter. You just have to make sure you get the Soul Catcher on him.
Okay. Yeah, it's something to watch for. It's kind of crazy how much damage Tiny can do, but if you're mashing the R, you still might get the Ravage off and just like die immediately afterwards. But Rubik also going to be the ban as well as the Ancient Apparition. Beastmaster taken out in the second phase. Not too surprising. I guess the only surprising thing slightly is that Vega Squadron didn't opt to take the Beastmaster for themselves, and it feels like Tide is really integral to their game plan here.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. It's really nice to play a hero like Tidehunter when you have Ogre on your team. It's one of those like pairings that allows you to delay your Blink Dagger, for example, if you really wanted to. It's just because you can just walk really fast. So you can kind of just zone people out or get in position very quickly, that kind of thing. And he's just overall a very solid team fighter right now.
It feels like we're going back to an age also where Ancient stacking is becoming more and more important. I think back to that PA game that we saw a couple of days ago. Tiny obviously capable of doing them now as well with his tree grab ability. And Tidehunter's a great hero at going in and contesting those Ancients.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest reason why Ancients are getting so much attention again is because the map feels gigantic to me. Farming the jungle feels very inefficient in my opinion, but Ancients, nothing's really changed. So I definitely understand that need to go to the Ancients.
Earth Spirit.
Ooh, Earth Spirit. This is a nice little combination here. You got a lane with a Shadow Demon, Earth Spirit, and possibly even Tiny in it. You could get a little disrupted into a roll, throw a tree at a guy. It'd be quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing about Tiny too is that you can actually play it in 2 different lanes as well.
Right.
You can either go mid or you can go in the safe lane.
5 seconds
And the cool thing about
remaining.
mid is with the heroes they have right now, they can actually set up disrupt tosses into the tower, and then it's like game over for the other mid, right?
Oh god, that sounds awful. I guess, can you consistently get that? Because the Shadow Demon illusions might get tossed as well, right?
There's a very specific spawn pattern whenever you disrupt someone.
Oh, okay.
It's like a triangle. I think we've been through this before. So whatever direction you're facing, you'll always appear on top of the other 2 illusions, I believe.
Huh. So you can get it consistently then, if you're
Yes.
like super duper good, which these guys are, of course. Virtus.pro, what a bunch of players. Yeah, I'm interested to see that, if that's something that's going to come out from this. If Vega Squadron, do you need to take something like a puck then to be survivable in that lane, or how do you deal with that?
Probably just have Ogre Magi protect you.
Okay. He runs in and messes up the spawn pattern, and it's not going to work.
It's not even that. It's like if they try to pull something like that, you can actually do enough damage to potentially make a kill happen in return. If you have a hero like Ogre Magic just beating up a Shadow Demon, for example.
Huh. Okay. I guess that's fair too, yeah.
10 seconds
We have the Sand King that's coming out now, so nice wave push, good team fight. There's a ton of team fight on Vega Squadron right now, and with an Ogre, you know that there's also going to be one of those right-click damage-dealing cores that's doing a little bit more than it would otherwise with Bloodlust. So all in all, Vega Squadron feel like they've got kind of a cool synergy here with their draft. Do you think Virtus.pro need to be scared at all about this? Is there anything that you'd like to see them pick up to deal with them?
They need something that can punish melee. That's really what it comes down to right now. Like, they're dealing against 3 melee heroes right now. If you have things that just beat them in terms of range, you're not going to be too afraid of the mid game. Like, all of these heroes have very, very, not like super poor range, but not the greatest of range until they have their blink daggers. So
Okay.
as long as you can start a fight without them being able to jump on you, that's kind of how you deal with it.
10 seconds remaining.
Just doing a
5
quick little
seconds
change thing there. Wonderful. Yeah, and I guess the other thing is with the Doom now coming out, it's another way to deal with the Tidehunter, right? Like, you Doom him, no chance for a Ravage to come out, or Sand King also could be in trouble. I was kind of wondering if there'd be like a Timbersaw possibility for Virtus.pro, since it's 2 strength heroes and an Ogre. It might not be bad.
Yeah, it definitely could work. But yeah, this Doom pick is kind of... This is kind of the reason, in my opinion, why they probably weren't too afraid of the Beastmaster, I feel. Like, if it's... I think Tide is getting a little more popular now, and because of that fact, that since Tidehunter is becoming popular and Beastmaster is also popular, this Doom pick kind of just deals with both. And I think they were ready to pick this hero regardless of whether there was a Tidehunter or a Beastmaster.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if there's a Beastmaster, you just eat the other one. Razor now for Vega. God, I love this hero. This is like my new jam and jelly. He's amazing.
He's actually so annoying to deal with as a melee core.
Yeah. Are you a big fan of him? Like, how do you rate his unstable current? Is that like, does it make him a much better hero than he was previously?
It's like... It's hard to say. Personally, I like it more just because it makes him more fun to play. He's like a lot more aggressive.
Okay.
In the past, he was more defensive. Like, you can just build really tankily, and then the old unstable current basically protects you, because every time people try to focus you down, everyone gets unstable. But this new one is like the opposite, right? You have to basically be up in their face and constantly chase them. So it makes Razor a lot more entertaining to play. So I definitely enjoy the change. I don't really know if it's better or not.
Right.
We'll just have to, yeah. I think it's like different for different situations type of thing.
Different strokes for different folks. That's what's happening.
It's not even that. It's just, it does different things, right? One
Okay.
is protective, one is offensive. So.
Okay. I can dig it. They ban out the Brood, they ban out the Luna. Vega Squadron, last pick now. Looking for maybe a mid, maybe a safe lane. Who knows? Could be either. Is there anything good that purges, by the way? I guess, like, if there's a Frost Armor from Doom, it can purge it off with the passive from Razor.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's probably it so far. I don't know if you can purge off a tree. I don't know if the tree, picking up a tree counts as a buff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mirana, last pick. G's going to be playing that one most likely. It feels like a very G hero. And
Slark.
You like Slark?
I think Slark would be cool.
Dude, Slark is garbage, though. He's so terrible. All right, they're going to go for the puck. Why'd you like the Slark?
I just thought you could go mid-tiny and then safe lane Slark, and then this Mirana is just screwed for the rest of the game.
What are they doing? Do you see this?
Wait, what's happening?
I don't know. Ramses is playing Doom. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, because it's safe lane Doom.
You're saying this like it's just a thing that's happening. How is this a thing that's happening?
I mean, I saw it at TI1, so, 7 years later, I'm sure it's still the norm.
I can almost laugh without coughing. Almost.
Almost, okay.
We're making room. All right, no, there we go. We're switching it up. Now we're back to the norm. So it's still kind of a weird one. Safe lane puck, or at least Ramsey's playing puck. Pasha's going to be the one on the Doom. That makes more sense to me. I wouldn't mind.
I actually think it's kind of whatever both ways. Because the thing is, if you look at the draft, like Ramsey is going to have to play a hero that's not your normal one position carry for this game.
That's true.
But, I mean, the thing is, this kid is really good at Dota. You can play whatever he wants. He's going to do really well on it, in my opinion.
He is really very good at Dota. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see him play, sometimes I feel like it gets to be a little bit too much. Like, and that's kind of, I think, that the MO for VP as a whole is that
they swapped, by the way, again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he is going to be playing the Doom.
What the hell? Okay, but this is what I was gonna say. Is I feel like it's one of the problems that VP sometimes has. They're all so unbelievably talented that they like become too overconfident, and then they do things like safe lane Alchemist that goes the battle build, and then the Kiev Major happens. You know what I mean? It's like they're on the cusp of greatness, and then like they just sort of throw it away.
Personally, I think they're still there. They just have to kind of calm down in bigger tournaments. I feel like they're so capable. That they definitely do seem to have like a lot of pressure put on them whenever a major event happens. So
I mean, they won ESL Frankfurt. Like it's they're very, very good. It's just like that consistency. It's like they're always a threat, but they're never the favorite, if that makes sense.
So here's the thing about VP, in my opinion. They kind of have the same like pattern that OG has.
Okay.
Where during the season they're just really, really good because they don't feel any pressure from these events. That's what it feels like. And then come international, they don't have enough experience. They don't feel comfortable enough, or whatever it is, and they kind of fall flat.
Yeah.
But this year is the second year, so I think we're going to see a new VP for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see the same VP because I think the organization locked them down for forever. By the way, this is just the cutest thing in the world. Look at the Tiny in the mid lane. He's just, I got the tree, guys. Don't worry. It's me.
Oh, it's going to be a mid-tide hunter. All right,
Roll
so you were
in.
talking about
Solo?
weird thing.
Hold on a second, because this is a dead solo. He couldn't run away fast enough in his new Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Whatever the heck it is. And Little's going to be able to roll away from there. So you talking about Tiny mid. This was the thing a while ago, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about the Tide Hunter mid. This is something you don't see very often. Yeah. And they purposely did this just to match up against the Tiny. I think this is perfectly fine, since Mirana does very well against safe lane Doom, for example, and then Razor not going to have any issues with the puck as well.
Well, we had an opportunity to talk a lot about VP. We haven't talked a lot about Vega Squadron. They've been struggling a lot through the qualifiers, but they're also one of those teams that feels like always prepares very well for these qualifying events, and they have a good idea going into a draft, but there's some issues with consistency here as well. How do you rate the Vega Squadron that we've seen so far?
I mean, I definitely agree with you in terms of preparation. If you look at the laning phase right now, they knew exactly how they wanted to lane. That's for sure. So it's I definitely agree with you in terms of consistency. They have a lot of potential, but they need more time to kind of prove themselves. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, Ogre, he's not really taking all that much damage. Just going to be able to walk away and regen it up because he has a ridiculous amount of regen. And bottom lane, Puck versus Razor, normally a matchup that you would see in the mid lane. A little bit different this time around as it's in the safe lane / off lane. Slayer will get down a ward there as well. But you feel like this is working out fairly well so far for Vega? You like the decisions that they've made?
Yeah, this is definitely the laning phase they want to have. You can't exactly do much as a Puck against a Razor. This match basically forces you to orb every time you get linked. So I definitely would give this lane over to the Razor, and then in the mid lane, Tiny not going to have a good time against Tidehunter. You know, just get anchor smashed. So theoretically, Vega should be winning both of these lanes. It's just really comes down to what they do with this laning phase coming to the mid game.
Oh, arrow ends up going through. That's a lot of damage now onto this Ogre, but he is still an Ogre. And the roll forward, trying to bring him low. They're actually going to be able to find the kill. Ramses makes it happen, but a lot of that was just off of solo with the Soul Catcher. By the way, I definitely said that they won the Frankfurt Major, and that is for sure not what happened. It was for sure Hamburg. All right.
So yeah, if you look at the CS, I'm actually really surprised that no one is winning this lane. But I mean, it's like pretty much dead even though. But
yeah.
For him to do this well is actually very impressive.
For who to do this well? The Tidehunter?
No, the Tiny.
The Tiny, okay.
Yeah, the Tiny is 17-3. This is very impressive when you're playing a melee against a Tidehunter.
Oh. Solo goes down over to the side here. G able to make it happen. Watch for where they go next. So kill potential, probably none bottom or mid, would you say? It's mainly going to be up top?
Yeah, it's mostly going to be where the supports go. I don't think there's enough damage on these solo lanes to get kills by themselves, unless someone else comes in. I mean, Shadow Demon's coming in right now, so maybe.
Yeah, they're bringing in low also.
The combo.
Could be quite
Keep in
strong.
mind, Tiny's combo doesn't do much damage, though.
Right.
They need the full combo. So
well, they have it. They were able to catch him there with the Soul Catcher. Afterlife taking a lot of damage, but he has the strongest bow, and the turnaround with the Burrow Strike is there. Slayer making sure his Tiny doesn't go down. Now he can soak up some experience mid.
Yeah, this is the little problem I see with this Tiny build.
Double leap. Because he has a triple leap, doesn't matter it. He's able to find that kill regardless.
But yeah, interesting to point out, no one's going to go for the max tree build. This is also new to me. I think we watched... who was it that played Tiny really well the other day?
Crystallize just played it a little while ago, and he did the max tree build as well. I think it's maybe a bit of a new revelation.
I think this is definitely the new build that people are going towards. It just helps you farm that much faster. Instead of the original, Avalanche Toss, go into Blink type of Tiny build.
Yeah. Well, still not a ton happening so far. They're going to arrow that creep, and Solo in trouble. They got eyes on him. The Soul Catcher trying to turn this back around. It's a lot of damage onto the Miranda. The stun silence. He doesn't have leap. The silence. Can he get away from him? He's just barely making it out of the Burrow Strike. Oh my god. Living on absolutely nothing but a hope and a prayer. G gets away.
Yeah. Still a lot of pressure put on this Miranda. I mean, if he's not going to head back, then he's going to slow down his farm. He does have a bounty rune, but
yeah.
I don't know if this is enough to sustain him here.
Yeah, I was wondering, I guess they had already used the shrine as well, so can't make use of that one. Miranda gonna arrow creep. And again, just waiting to see where this next rotation is. Is he gonna die? Why is he... Oh no, G.
Yeah, he's just dead.
What the hell was that? Mid lane though, they're going on to no one. They have Ravage available if they want to use it here. Actually, they ended up going to it. Instead, he ended up going for the Gush. So they have 3 points in. Well, the toss back, he's going to be fine. I thought that they were going to have Ravage available, but didn't take it at level 6, and instead Pasha able to get the return kill. Very frustrating.
I am very surprised as well. I was going to mention that too. I saw him with the Arcane Rune. I was thinking, oh man, this is a great time for them to Arcane Ravage someone, but it takes a Gush instead. I think they kind of underestimated how much damage they actually needed to kill this Tiny. He still had a Fairy Fire as well that was unused, so that's even, you know, makes it even less likely of a kill.
I mean, the other thing is he had just gotten Grow, so that status resistance added on. It's pretty frustrating. It's hard to deal with because you get 20% on top of the status resistance that he already has because he's a strength hero.
Yeah, 27.9%. These are all new values that people will have to learn. It's not even displayed, which is something that kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Considering it's a new mechanic, it should be displayed somewhere.
Right.
Instead of having to add them up.
Well, 4 heroes up top. They want to try and put the hurt to Ramses if they can. And he does have that Satyr aura. Just going to make him all the more survivable. He just dooms the Sand King. They do have Ravage now if they want to use it, but could be able to find the kill. Sand King needs to get denied. Come back here.
Get denied.
I want to hit you. Did they get the last hit? Yeah, they got him. All right. Well, it's a way to save Ramses' life because he probably would have died if Sand King Bro struck him. Oh, no one with the Invis rune walking forward. Punches G in the face. Avatos. Is it enough? G gets away.
Oh.
Tree. Oh, the tree. Oh, my God. Look at that damage.
I mean, it's like a right click. So, yeah, the damage is going to be good.
Well, 8 minutes in, and so far, Vega Squadron, in spite of the couple of kills that have gone against G, they're looking much stronger. You know, you got all of the cores on top of the net worth. Things feeling okay for Vega.
Yeah. Right now, VP are just in this position where they just don't want to give up too much. Like I mentioned, you know, 2 lanes, theoretically, not the greatest for them.
The real you, he's living through all of this. Steals a ton of damage from Lil. And Ramses, look at the right clicks. He's not able to bring him down as of yet, but they will find the kill onto Lil. And Lil tried to get the kick back to break the tether, but he couldn't connect in time. And now Solo also may be in trouble. Slayer can chase this if they want. The Burrow Strike is back off cooldown in 2 seconds. He's chasing, he's finding, and they're killing. Vega striking back against the big boys VP.
Yeah, very nicely done. They got all these kills without needing to commit Ravage as well, so if they want to move around with this Ravage, they can do that as well.
Yeah. Just about to be the 10-minute mark. You take a look at the levels, and probably the biggest level 6s will be Magnetize and the Epicenter from the Sand King, for the supports at least. I guess Solos is pretty good too.
Something to point out too, though, is how did this Tidehunter get out-leveled so hard?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Ogre? Still have a coil.
I mean, this is an Ogre.
Here comes Noah.
They are dropping down low. The real you. They get the Bloodlust out, though, trying to run away. The orb does connect. He needs to get out of there. Pasha still chasing, but they got to the shrine. That's going to keep him alive, and now VP maybe in a little bit of trouble. The arrow connects. They take him down, and now slowing no one. Can they find the finish? That level 1 gush, they never expect it. Ravage is there as well if they want to use it. The turn is there as no one falls, and Solo soon to die. Vega 5-man in this early stage of the game, and VP getting wrecked.
Think of it as caviar.
Well, 3 for nothing. This laning phase needs to be really good for Vega now. They just need to make sure they keep up this momentum and not let these VP cores basically catch up in terms of farm. Because they definitely have very good pickoff potential, especially with the start that they have going for them.
Right.
Yeah, once you have a Blink Dagger on the Sand King, I mean, all of these cores are going to be in a lot of trouble, but unfortunately, he's still really far away from it, despite being involved in all of these kills.
It is only a 2,000 net worth lead. They're going to banish the Ogre here. The tower is almost dead, but showing the power. Oh, they get the deny. But showing the power of the Ogre in the early stages, he's made a lot happen so far, and been impressed by Zach's play.
Well, if you want to climb an MMR, you can always play Ogre. This is actually a really good ranked support in my opinion. Yeah, you just max out your Bloodlust, and you go Bloodlust your cores, and then if you lose the game, you just tell them it's their fault, not yours. You did your job. Yours is a Bloodlust machine.
Nice. I like that. That's solid. Nice dodge of the arrow. Might have been the death of Ramses. We haven't really felt the Doom's presence that much. I guess that's because he's going for a Midas first. What does this like position 1 Doom do in your opinion? Is it the same stuff as all the other Dooms?
I think the idea here is that he's somewhat like a like an alchemist, where you just play extremely greedily and you're just gonna pull ahead and farm at some point because of the fact that 1, he went for Midas, and 2, he's gonna probably go for the Devour Gold bonus. So just gonna try to hit 15 as fast as possible. Around that 25 to 30 minute mark, you're gonna be close to 6 slotted I think for a Doom. And then you just run over your opponents because you have so many items.
For a second there, I thought Afterlife had a point booster, but it's an arcane rune. It's like, oh my god, we're gonna see the Tidehunter Aghanims. No such luck. No, they missed the combination, and well, that's still gonna be G most likely going down. Maybe they can find the deny. They don't get it. Lil is the one that gets the kill, but now Lil is the one that's static linked up, but the real you chases too far. He might end up getting punished. That Drip Coil misses. So Vega end up losing the Mirana, but that was a lot of ultis committed. Unfortunately, Tidehunter's not really in a position where they can take this fight here.
That was really unfortunate for Vega. They TP'd out their Tidehunter the moment the fight was starting. If the Tidehunter was there, that was a very different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy thing was VP didn't even have vision. It's that they had vision of him TPing, or after he TP'd.
Right.
That they were able to take that. At least I think so. Unless he TP'd underneath the ward they have in the tier 1 mid.
It's a possibility. Solo? You got this ward down.
Oh. It's done.
I don't know if this is going to end up working. In fact, Solo might just be dead now.
Yeah, he's really dead. They're going to try to get more here.
Afterlife, gushes one. Can they get their arrow? Not going to connect onto Lil. But they will be able to push this tier 1 tower. The thing is, it's been a lot of group up by Vega, and the experience-wise is starting to tilt a little bit into VP's favor.
I mean, net worth-wise, it's the same story. Like you said, a lot of grouping up. So the VP, they're just kind of splitting up the map and just farming.
Yeah.
They give up kills here and there, but that's Solo for you.
Right. As long as he's dying, they're happy. Ravage! Arrow! No one! In trouble! Gonna be punished heavily for this one. The status resistance is not enough, and he goes down. Tried to Shadow Amulet to save his life, but it didn't work. That's a bigger kill.
Another pause.
Yeah. So you talk about Doom getting out of control. At the later stages of this game, he's gone for the Scorched Earth heal. Still has to get to level 15 first before he can get into the bonus Devour Gold. Does he go for like initiating items like Shadow Blade, or where do you see him eventually going to?
Well, he's got a BKB queued up, so that kind of answers your question there. Yeah, he's going to be running in and... Oh, here we go. They're going to go for this. Not going to connect. That's the end of it.
Just got to sandstorm it up. Having a good old time. He also has the Cloak Aura, just kind of a different pickup for a Doom, but...
I mean, it did get buffed, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of value, or quite a lot of value in it, in my opinion. His base resistance of 25 goes up to 32%, so everyone gets 7. And theoretically, 35% reduction across the board if you want to add up all of them.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Can dig it. But Vega now going to take another tier 1 tower here while they're trying to secure one in the bottom lane with Ramses. The rest of VP is kind of grouped together mid, still waiting for that Blink Dagger on Puck before they can really take these fights. At that point, do you think that they try and fight against Vega with the blink on Puck, or even then, do you not going for it?
I think with how they're playing right now, I don't even think a blink is going to be enough. He's definitely going to be buying a blink, but it's probably less for fighting and more for I'm going to continue pushing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to help him keep these lanes out. Although, I could be wrong. If you have a good initiation, and let's say, for example, you can Doom the Tidehunter, it's probably a fight you can take.
Okay. Sounds good. Speaking
of
they're
going to smoke up. All right, here we go. This is they want to fight. So I'm very wrong.
I mean, you might not be wrong. We'll see if this fight works out well for them.
No one's running over, too. He's got a Shadow Blade.
Oh, God.
And he's got haste.
All right, they're moving in. Tidehunter's still there. It's going to be the Ogre that's the one in front of everybody else. They break the coil, but the real you running away yet again. And with Dream Coil used and the Ogre dying, it looks like Vega's just going to walk away from him. And the toss! They want to find it. They get the ultimate down and also able to get the disruption out onto Afterlife. The Ravage to run away. Can they escape, though? Afterlife still running. They're trying to chase here. Pasha with the blink, chasing down the real you, but they don't want to dive tower. So Vega get away with that one.
Yeah, that is a great disengage from Vega right there. That's probably the best case scenario you could ask for. It is unfortunate that they did have to commit the Ravage to get away from that, but I think it's definitely worth it. They probably would have lost three heroes at least if it wasn't committed.
Yeah, and I mean at the same time, like the Tidehunter didn't get doomed. They weren't able to find that initiation. I guess it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but now they have the Sand King Blink Dagger too. Tiny. Oh, they got him. Can't. Okay. Well,
he got the bounty at least.
That was kind of funny to see. No one will be able to find this DD. We haven't seen that many stacks of the Ancients. There's one right here, which you'll probably take out now. Maybe not.
Pushing out the lane first.
Okay. Fair enough.
God, that attack range is like insane. It's so deceiving. This is further. I think this is it further than Monkey King?
I'm not sure. It should be, by all accounts. Otherwise, Monkey King is just a completely ridiculous hero. But do you feel like right now, Virtus.pro, they've taken a little bit of a lead in this game? Do you feel like that's emblematic of the state of the game, that Virtus.pro is a little bit ahead, or like Vega have been able to stay pretty strong in this one?
I mean, if I have to guess, like what Virtus.pro want from this game is that they just want to keep farming until they have everything they need to just straight up win this game.
Okay.
And if my assumption is correct, then I think this game is definitely going their way, because Vega right now aren't able to put on the pressure that they need to stop them from farming. Like Tidehunter committed his Ravage to running away, right? Yeah. So now that they have to wait until it's back up until they can group up for another objective, for example.
All right.
And bottom lane, oh gee, looks very dead here.
Yeah, that really hurts. Well, the quick initiation comes, and that's the thing. This team just has so much burst damage. If they could find a kill into Ramsey's end, well, there's the epicenter to start it all off. Looks like Slayer is going to most likely down. A good kick away from Lil. Is that going to be enough to keep him alive? Ramses gets out Lil with the save. He'll pay for it, but all right.
I mean, this is the thing, right? You commit 4 heroes to killing off, or attempting to kill off the Doom. You don't get the Doom, you only get the Earth Spirit, and then you lose your tier 2 bottom. Yeah. And VP continue to put pressure on the map, not really committing to these fights. They know the Mirana isn't here, so they're going to go on this.
Oh, and the DD, it's going to do so much damage. Ryu, he's Avatos, he's taking damage. No, he hit the creep. No one, what are you doing? All right, Disruption, that might have saved his life, but they're still stealing damage from Ramses. And they get away. Another Ravage used, though, defensively.
And, okay, that's really not what you want. Once again, not having a Ravage means you're really not in a position to take anything on this map. You can't take Roshan, you can't take another tower. You're just gonna have to, play keep away and just continue farming, which is exactly what VP want you to do. And not only that, they're actually moving around the map finding kills. No one is gonna find Slayer. But Slayer's actually gonna get caught up by the Shadow Demon here.
Oh, is it enough damage?
Gonna get him
with the? Yeah, they got him.
Oh no, his illusion stuck.
Lost value. Want to be able to use that caustic on creeps. All right, well, things have very severely tilted into the favor of VP. I think that Vega had like 11 kills 5 or 6 minutes ago, and hasn't been much going their way since then, besides the little kill that they got. So 10,000 net worth now there for Ramses. He has his BKB completed, building next towards the Shiva's Guard. Also took the Devour bonus gold, so his GPM is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, and he's got his BKB. So if he wants to continue farming like this, I mean, he has a way to get it out. He's just going to BKB TP.
Yeah.
But I don't think he wants to use his BKB to farm. He's probably going to run in now, not afraid of the Tidehunter. Just doom him if he can. If he can't, doom one of the other cores. It's going to be a fight that they can actually take. Another double damage down here.
Solo looks to be punished and able to disrupt himself for the moment. Just means that it's more damage stolen for Razor. And he did get the static link damage steal talent, so if he's able to stay onto a Tiny, that could be pretty good. Although Tiny is so freaking fast.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think, like, no one actually does so much damage right now that if you static link him, he's still going to be able to do quite a bit of damage for an extended period of time, because you can't steal it that fast.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, he can hit maybe like 4 to 5 times before it actually does no damage.
Right. Well, Afterlife, Solar Crest, Hood, trying to get towards a Blink Dagger. It is kind of one of the problems that you run into with Razor. But then again, the only person that's really doing significant right-click damage in this game is going to be that Tiny. So if they find a way to keep him out of the fight, either through kiting or what have you, there might be some small solace there for Vega Squadron.
I mean, the big thing is that majority of the damage isn't even right-click to begin with. It's just a ton of magic damage, right? You got the...
Speaking of which, mid lane, they got the Doom down. Burrow Strike onto 3, not bad. That status resistance is so ridiculously good. And, well, Tiny, they're going to end up being able to find this kill into Tidehunter. Almost, no, he's actually regenerating through it. He's able to make it work. Can he get off the Ravage? No, he's taking too much damage. The Magnetize that's out there as well. Afterlife does manage to get the Ravage out, and now the real use starting to stack up the damage himself, but no one does too much. They find the kill, taken down for VP. They only lost the puck in the Earth Spirit.
All right, they definitely did not check Tiny's inventory. I definitely do not think you should take a fight into VP if he has a double damage. Look at his damage right now.
Yeah.
How are you going to fight into that? He does 600 damage at 24 minutes. It's not a thing.
Oh my god. He is a monster.
Oh, be careful. Don't die to Roshan.
The G coming in. Arrow. It connects. Jump into it. Go. Leap. Time to leap. Time to party. The destruction.
He saved him.
This still might end up being a kill, though. They're trying to run in. Lil, he hits the stun onto 2. The stabbed as well. They're able to take him down. No one hitting him with absolutely no HP. Oh, Marana G. It's rough.
That was the sickest team play from VP. Solos, disruption, saving Ramses, and then Lil coming in to save everyone.
How does nobody die? They got arrowed in the pit, and they had like sub 100 HP on 2 different heroes. Oh. Puck is here now, too. They're going back in to finish the job. Burrow Strike. Maybe a chance to kill Pasha. They're chasing. They're looking for the finish, and...
Oh, he blinks right.
Bye. Alright. Tidehunter has a Blink Dagger. They caught the BKB. They're tired of it. They've had enough. They are not killing off Solo. No one. He is going to fall. So that's the Aegis. Good decision here to try and take this fight, but can they take a second round of it? Pasha jumps forward. He didn't get him before, and now you're paying the price. The real you brought down to half HP already, and he's gone. Now the Magnetized laid down onto Afterlife. The stun to follow it. He is in a hell of a lot of trouble. They are going to be able to find the follow-up. They toss in Lil. BKB pop for Ramses. No one just beating some ass here as they're trying to blink away, but G is gone, and, well, the Tiny, he is a well and truly giant monster. Another 4 gone.
it just feels so impossible to kill anyone on VP right now. Their abilities to save each other is just like it's actually insane. Razor actually has no way of killing anyone in this game. If he static links the Tiny, he just dies to Doom, for example. Or if Doom gets static linked like we just saw, this Tiny, like you said, just beating ass. He's so strong right now.
Well, and the thing that's crazy about it is, like, you look at the way that those fights go, and things are feeling like it could be good for Vega Squadron, but the amount of damage that Tiny does, and then on top of that, the fact that he gets stunned for so little time. 3 points, so he's 40% magic or status resistance on top of the natural stuff that he has just based on being a strike there.
He's 57.9% status resistance. That Burrow Strike was like an MKB proc. It didn't last at all.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So is this the new hero to ban every time?
No one. In a bit of trouble. I think he just TP's out.
Or he turns and tosses him away. Get away from me.
Oh, that works too. Oh, he BKB'd as well. BKB,
Bye.
not gonna save you from Tiny. Yeah, and the rest of the team just kind of... That just happened. Look at this. He got static link for 192 damage, and he still does 200 damage.
Burrow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Say it ain't so. Epicenter usage Slayer's gone. Oh, no. That was really sad. It looked worse than it was. They didn't have vision. Steven.
This is fucking rough.
Yeah.
This is just... The past, what, 12 minutes or so has been nothing but gains and gains for Virtus.pro. And they're not stopping.
Worth noting that you don't get the tree if he has the tree.
Yeah, but he has a talent now, so it's on a 5-second cooldown. You might as well always have it, pretty much.
Yeah. And VP well and truly in the lead now. 12,000 net worth lead. 15,000 experience. Safe lane Ramsey's Doom is working out. And he's got the 40 Doom DPS as well.
Yeah, he's got that Shivas as well, so he's like... He's basically strong enough now where he can just get into these team fights, you know, blink in, Shivas, BKB, find the target he wants to Doom, and just like cause havoc everywhere, because there's not much that's going to stop them. And Solo gonna get caught out in the bottom lane, but at this point, I feel like everyone's kind of used to seeing this. This is just what Solo does. He really doesn't care.
Yeah.
He goes down.
Radiant's top tower
Well,
is under attack.
he is almost at his Aghanim Scepter, actually. Which is pretty terrifying as well. Against all these heroes. No one.
Oh.
Just going to be the assassin. Almost gets him. Well, they haven't quite.
Oh, we threw the tree!
Oh, my
Don't forget
God.
about throwing the tree.
The tree, they threw it, and no one. Well, he's
given up.
He realizes what's going to happen. That's a lot of gold. It's all going to the Razor.
Yeah, I think we're reaching that point where I kind of feel like they're kind of messing around now.
Yeah,
Do you get that feeling?
a little bit.
I mean, I've watched these guys play, so I definitely know that they like to mess around a lot.
Yeah.
By far, one of my favorite teams to watch at some. Oh,
The rolling kick forward. They get the silence that follows onto the Sand King. He does get a Burrow Strike, but dies to the coil. As Virtus.pro are going to... Well, they can't really do everything because it's still the Tiny gone for 40 seconds.
That was the bait by no one.
Yeah.
He made Vega think like they couldn't fight because they didn't have the Tiny, but end up losing too.
I'm sure Ramsey's feeling good about himself right now with his Midas GPM talent. And, well, it's sort of effective GPM talent. Razor hit 20. He has 10 armor. That's very helpful. He's actually got, like, more than double the armor that Tiny does. Not bad.
Tiny doesn't care about it.
Yeah.
No, he cares. I mean, he definitely cares about it.
Lil? Can't quite get him there. So if you're Vega right now, how do you try and salvage this game? What's their road back into this one?
I mean, you're looking for something along the lines of a huge Ravage as well as an Epicenter, right? That's like your combo. But
Okay.
the thing is, like, no one really went damage. Like, if you look at Afterlife's build, he's got... Oh. Uh-oh.
That ain't good.
That's really bad.
Yeah, they
He's stuck in the trees for 30 seconds.
they
Maybe
don't care. They're literally not even gonna bother. All right, or do they? I mean, they saw that he was there, right? Like,
the whole team is coming down here to protect him. I think that's what's gonna happen.
oh man, this would be great. Dire, they realize that they could be coming now. They're gonna back out. So Virtus.pro not wanting to throw away the lead at this point, but Lil is still down here. Arrow, Lil. They are there, but he's going to get the rollout. Man, that is so frustrating. And now the rest of VP is coming in. They do find the Ogre right at the start, breaking him already. The Doom is down onto Razor. Can they turn this? I don't think so. They have Epicenter, they have Ravage, but they can't do it. And VP take down 2.
Oh, Vega? I mean, is Slayer going to get it? Yeah.
Hey!
All right, they got something out of it.
Slayer. He's going to cut the creep wave. The nice side of Sand King.
Oh, but mid lane, no one. Is he going to be able to get this kill? He walked into Anchor Smash.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Well, it's looking like he's getting close.
Solar Crest? Oh, all right. Well, yeah, with Pasha here, he's gone.
All right, well, their biggest team fight, dead for 1 minute.
No buyback.
I'm pretty certain this is going to be 2 lanes of Rax at least.
No, they're hitting pretty dang hard. No one, like you said, that tree grab cooldown just so hard to deal with. He's constantly got it up, and the barracks are falling. Here's the strat.
Mid lane,
there are less trees here. There's less trees here. This is fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to save you.
Oh, they take down the other tower.
Oh, all right. Where's this tree? Look, you can't find one. You're right.
Yeah, I told you,
man. Just kidding. All right, there you go. Oh, the fake back? Oh, here we go. The fake back.
They want to go. Real you.
Oh, toss him out? Can you toss him out?
1 hit. 2 hit. He's starting to fall. They have the break as well. He's taking a ton of damage because that's an Aghanim's. No, it's not an Aghanim Scepter. Excuse me. Oh, he was broken by Silver Edge stuff. But Vega, they hold on there. They don't end up losing anybody of significance.
Oh, they catch out no one.
Okay.
But
he's a big bad man. They blow them all up. Don't even get a Ravage off. Don't get anything off. G is trying to get away from him. Desperately, the Burrow Strike away by Slayer as well. Lil, they toss him into the fountain. Ramses.
Oh, man. Did you see that? No one's level 25 right now, so he had 3 toss charges. Everyone was in the air. This is a lot of fun to watch. This new Tiny is actually hilarious.
God, the tosses come back so quickly.
They come back so fast. 3 charges.
All right, he's going to start tossing people everywhere.
Yeah, if you have Blink Dagger, this is how you can grief people in games. Just throw them onto cliffs, and then if they try to get off, you just throw them again. You got
to get the toss requires no target talent, though.
Or, I mean, you can get a partner.
Okay,
you know.
I'm with you.
I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do this.
Look at this guy. He's like, just throwing trees everywhere. That's pretty great. I love this. No one is having a blast.
He's having a lot of fun. This hero is hilarious at this stage of the game.
Although he's running out of mana, I wonder if you need to get, like, I don't know. What do you think you need as an item for Tiny?
Oh no, he doesn't even need it. He's fine. He has Echo Saber, and that's like enough already, in my opinion.
If you're using the 3 toss charges, it's 120 mana. You think it's enough? I guess with Treads, it's pretty good.
I think it's fine.
Okay. I'll defer to you. Heart for Doom. Almost 4,000 HP. He has not hit that 25 yet. Inferno Blade damage sounds pretty good. So does the cleave. Actually, the cleave sounds very weird. I don't fully understand it.
All right, this is the all-in play right here. They're trying to take Roshan, but it's not even close.
Oh my god!
Ogre just got chunked. Oh, tree toss.
Chase forward, the Ravage, the turnaround. Is it happening? Are they making it work? No. That's already a Razor dead. Epicenter out onto a BKB. No one. He doesn't give a damn. Triple kill for him. Now the chase down, seeing if he can secure himself a rampage, possibly.
He bought back.
BKB in trouble. He turns forward onto Afterlife instead. There's the toss. Do they have a second one? Ultra kill. Give him the rampage. No one. Just unleashing on the fools, and now maybe even going to look for more as they can chase forward for this one. The stun not quite going to be there. But at this point, Vega Squadron well and truly out of it as they're saving this last one for no one. Could it be anybody else? The double rampage. No one. Tossing every damn thing. Get out of my game. We're gone.
That was a great ending. No One's Tiny. It was extremely entertaining to watch at this stage of the game. But damn, that laning phase, it's like so deceiving, right?
Yeah.
Look at the laning phase, and it's like, man, they're really evenly matched at this stage. And then laning phase ends, Virtus.pro, they make a couple of great pickoffs, and they just snowball out of control from there. It's pretty much straight 20 minutes of everything going their way, and nothing else. Vega had no openings at all. Like, they tried to make plays, but they were always like off timing, right? They couldn't get anything done with these Ravages. They can only protect themselves, and that's definitely not how you want to play around a Tidehunter.
I mean, going into game number 2, you talked about it, that you felt like this was a good laning stage that came out from Vega Squadron, but what do they need to change going into the next one? What's the big difference maker that they need to do? Is it just ban Tiny?
I'm pretty sure you start by banning Tiny or picking it for yourself. I think like Virtus.pro just kind of showed they know how to run this hero. This hero was so effective this game. No one just dominated this game. I
mean, he did 123, I think, damage less than the next two combined for no one.
He did 43,000 damage. No one even came. He did more than his entire team combined.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty insane. We'll see if that gets banned out in the first phase next game. If not, who knows? Maybe Vega Squadron will have first pick. But that's gonna do it for game number 1. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. But stick around, because Vega versus VP, this best of 3, is going to continue right after the break. See you guys in a few for game number 2.